Yo, what is good everyone? Richie Kim here. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys the performance review on the Adidas Crazylight Boost 2018. If you guys like sneaker reviews and other sneaker related videos, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button down below. But anyways, let's get right into it. As always guys, starting off with the traction, the Crazylight Boost 2018 features this multi-directional traction pattern, and I kind of describe it as like a maybe slightly floral traction pattern, or it kind of looks like maybe like wind in like cartoons and stuff, but I really don't know what to call it. Adidas hasn't given it a name, but overall the traction is pretty good. On dusty courts and mildly dusty courts, you guys will have to wipe quite often, as this does pick up quite a bit of dust. I'm not sure if it's because of the traction pattern or because of the rubber compound. In my opinion, I do think that the rubber compound is slightly on the tackier side. So it may be that, but just know that you will have to consistently wipe because this does pick up quite a bit of dust. If you all are playing on clean courts, you won't have any problems. If there's no dust present, you're gonna have great bite, great traction. Just the traction performs very, very well on clean courts, but once you get to the mildly dusty to dustier courts, you're gonna have a problem. So moving on to the cushion in the Crazylight Boost 2018 is full length boost, and it is the exact same slab of boost as the previous Crazylight models. So what you're gonna get is partially caged boost on the lateral side up in the forefoot, uncaged boost on the lateral side on the back side, and on the medial side you're gonna have full length uncaged boost. So what this gives you is great responsiveness, great court feel, and pretty good impact protection. But the bad thing is you don't really feel the boost too much. You do get a nice little bounce in the heel, just a little bit, and in the forefoot you can't really feel it, but honestly I can't really complain. With all the aspects this boost setup gives you, for my playstyle it's perfect. I do need that responsiveness and that court feel while also maintaining impact protection. So for me, honestly, I like this cushion setup. So moving on to the materials, the Crazylight Boost 2018 features a lot of synthetic and textile uppers. On this pair, it is a full mesh upper, or what I believe is mesh. And what you also get are these hits of fuse that are in the high wear areas, like around the laces and where the toe is for toe drags. Overall, the material usage is pretty good. It's definitely not premium, but it doesn't feel bad at all. One thing I didn't like about the materials is up in the toe box area, you do have a little bit of dead space above the toe, and you can kind of feel it when you're like running. It's just slightly annoying, but it's definitely not like too bad. Another thing about the materials is the tongue is made up of like this neoprene material, and it's pretty thin. So if you guys do like to crank down your laces, it's kind of annoying because you can feel the laces digging in just a little bit. It's not as bad as it was on like the Kobe ADs or the Kobe AD mids, where you could really feel the laces digging in, but you can still definitely feel the laces. Moving on to fit, the Crazylight Boost 2018 in my opinion runs half size big or true to your Adidas size. So whatever you guys wore in like the Harden Volume 1 or the previous Crazylight Boost models, I would get the exact same size. So for me, I did go down half a size, and the length and width are fine. For some reason, I feel like the Crazylight Boost 2018 is a little bit wider than the Crazylight Boost 2016. I didn't really have too much pain width-wise, and then, you know, length-wise it fits perfectly. The Crazylight Boost 2018 is a half booty upper, but it definitely doesn't give you an exact one-to-one fit. As I mentioned before, there is a little bit of dead space up above in the toe box, and that does get just a little bit annoying. So moving on to the support in the shoe is just mediocre at best. It excels in some areas and then just completely and utterly fails in others. So in the forefoot, I had no problem at all, no side-to-side movement on the footbed, and the lateral outrigger on the shoe really helps from rolling over. Also, with the stable frame or midfoot shank that they use on the shoe, you guys have no problems whatsoever. It provides a lot of torsional stability and rigidity. But in the heel, I really don't get why Adidas has this problem in a lot of their shoes. So if you look at the back heel, it looks like it would secure your heel in pretty well. It does have this nice heel counter, external heel counter, and the back heel is actually curved in a little bit, unlike on previous models of the shoe where it was just like straight up. But for some reason still I have a lot of heel slippage. I thought that I had fixed the heel slippage when I, messed with the laces, and the problem is still there. I'm not exactly sure how. I cranked down my laces so tight, even up at the top, and when you're playing, it's really annoying having that feeling that you could just slide out of your shoe at any time. So even when I was just like skating around, I could actually just pull my heel out of the shoe at will, and that really isn't something that you want in a basketball shoe. For me, I really don't like that feeling, and it's actually more like pretty scary, because that just means that the lockdown is so bad, and then you can mess up your ankles or something like that. So lockdown in the heel, not so great. Lockdown in the forefoot was fine, but man, they really need to do something about heel slippage in their shoes. Another thing about the support, which it's more about the laces or the lacing system. So if you guys are the type of people who like to really crank down their laces, it's kind of a pain in the shoe. For some reason, around like the midfoot area, if you want to crank down that part and crank the top down too, you're gonna have to pull the laces and hold them, and then while you're holding the middle part, pull the top part to get that really secure fit. It's just really annoying having to, go through that extra process of getting your laces down really, really tight. I'm not exactly sure if I explained that to the best of my ability, but if you all get up here and you try to crank down your laces like I do, you'll understand what I mean. So for my overall rating, I would rate this shoe a 7.5 out of 10. The reason being is the lack of support in the heel. It looks like there's a lot of support, but there really isn't. I had a lot of heel slippage issues, and heel slippage issues aren't good because it means a lack of security back there, which could lead to injuries, and that is something that you really don't want. Besides the heel slippage, the only other thing that I really had to say that was kind of annoying is just a slight dead space up in the toe box area, but everything else was just fine. I had no side-to-side movement on the footbed, so support on the forefoot was completely fine. The materials are fine for the most part. Cushion is amazing. I love the cushion, and traction was okay as well, but just that heel, like the heel slippage is so bad. If it weren't for the heel slippage, this shoe would be like a 9 out of 10, but the Crazylight Boost 2018 is definitely suffering in support. That's pretty much it for this performance review. If you all liked the video, hit that subscribe button down below and smash that thumbs up button for me, as it really does help me out. While you guys are at it, check out this video on my left and on my right, and that's pretty much it. Until next time, peace.